Hello, it's Philip from Sumo and I'm here to talk to you today about the Sumo Vaxio. The Sumo Vaxio is a versatile high-speed cultivator designed primarily as a stubble cultivator, but also can be adapted to work as a more conventional type cultivation system. So if you want to use this machine to go into overwinter ploughing or to do some spring cultivation work, we've got a few things we can very easily adapt on it to make it a versatile machine. So let's take a closer look at the component parts. So we start with a double row of discs that are hydraulically depth adjustable on the move as we're working in the field and conditions change. We have the 500mm scallop disc on here, which are grouped together in pairs, so if we are in stickier conditions which are causing a little bit of blockage, one disc will keep the partner turning, which means we can always keep a clean sweep of soil going through the machine. We can alter the depth, as I say, on the move, so as soil conditions, levels of trash change, it means we can alter that mixture of movement and do a more consistent and even job across the field as we go. Behind the disc we have a double row of the Ballotta tines. So as you can see, this is a C-type tine. Each are individually sprung tension, so inside the canister at the top we have a spring which is pressure adjustable, which gives us a maximum breakout force of just over 3.5 tons per tine. The angle of the tine means that as the soil flows we get a little bit of roll and inversion on here as well. We have the fast fit point system, so it's very easy and very quick to change the point. So if we go from a stubble pass into the next field that's already been cultivated once and we want to do a less aggressive pass, in a matter of minutes we can change the points across the machine. On here you can see we've got a 310mm A-share, so this is particularly good at doing a pass into stubbles, for example, where we just want to cut any surface residue and get a mixture of seed and soil, level out any heaps of chaff so that we're starting to get that top layer in a position where it can be weathered down and start the cultivation process. As an option on here as well, we often fit a 6cm tizzle point, which means we can go into land that's already been cultivated, but we're not bringing as much to the surface, so we're doing more of a movement to open that surface layer to get good aeration and help with surface drainage and drying. Worth mentioning on the 310mm point that any organic growers that are trying to do a weed cut, this, because it cuts everything across the width of the machine, is fantastic for cutting nettles and thistles. So again, we're limiting the need of a second pass of cultivation and getting a good mixture in the surface as we go. We have quite a nice distance between the legs and the levelling board, so as this is more of a speed machine, it gives plenty of time for that soil layer to settle before we hit the levelling boards. And then with the hydraulically adjustable boards, as we go along the field we get a very good sweep and movement of the soil, so when the levelling paddles have gone across it, it leaves it equally level on the surface for the pack roller to be able to hit that and do the job it's designed to do. See, on this machine as an option we've got the double razor ring packer, so this works particularly well in very dry cloddy soil. As you can see, we've got quite a deep blade on top of the crimp ring, so this is cutting into the surface, slicing any clod, leaving it open so the weather can get into it and start to do that breakage of the surface layer, and leaves it very friable to get airflow and water movement through the surface, but also leaves it very firm enough to carry the following cultivator on when we go in for the next pass. And that is the Sumo Vaxio.